What is going on, fans? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mark, and today I'm here with the top 10 picks releasing on New Comic Book Day, which is May 29th, 2024. If you want to see what made it to my top 10 list, don't go anywhere. Go ahead, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Let's get into it. Huge shout out to the homies over at Big Time Collectibles. Be sure to check them out if you're looking for any amazing exclusives, comic books, monthly membership boxes, all kinds of stuff. Fantastic online retailer. If you need anything clean or press, Justin's got you covered. Link is in the description. Let them know you found him via the channel. And a huge shout out to ABX Comics and Games. That's my local comic shop where I'll be picking up all the books that are featured in today's video, as well as all my top 10 videos. ABX is a fantastic shop if you're just getting into the hobby of comic books or tabletop gaming. They have a Facebook group that can keep you up to date with everything down below. They are the comic community's comic shop. So let's get into it. This is my top 10 picks specific to me. These typically make this list based on my excitement for reading the books. Every now and then there will be key factors to them and stuff like that. But mainly this is just what's good to read. Kicking it off first is none other than Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 5. In the era of Spider-Man being just really a tough sell these days when it comes to comics, the Ultimate Spider-Man book has been a breath of fresh air. It's been new, exciting, kind of just par for the course, steady along. It hasn't done anything too grand yet. I'm waiting for it to really explode. And this one, we're supposed to be getting a little bit of backstory on Harry Osborn. In this universe, Harry Osborn seems to be a good guy working alongside Spider-Man as the Green Goblin, knowing who Peter Parker, that he is Spider-Man, kind of giving him guidance along the way. So it's a new dynamic. It's pretty interesting. But like I said, I'm ready for this book to really take off, to really do something exceptional, something amazing. We'll get there eventually, I'm hoping. Next up on the list, we have Rom V's Detective Comics, issue number 1085. We're getting closer to the end of his run. Batman has finally returned to Gotham, and it's being ran by the Orgum family. You're supposed to be getting a little glimpse of this secret society that's also in the wings in Gotham, and who knows who it is. It's kind of a point of a secret. That's why I don't know who it is. But I am looking forward to this one. Rom V's been crushing it on this. It's been fun all the way through it. This has been a total saga, like a long-running thing that he's been doing. I have no clue where they're going to go from here or what's left to do other than Batman is taking out this pretty much crime family with the ancient Far East mystic arts at their disposal. So we'll see where it goes as well. I'm definitely excited to see what Rom V does next, especially knowing that DC has the Absolute Comics imprint coming down the road. I'm hoping that he might be attached to some stuff over there. Next up, speaking of Absolute, we have our second official Countdown to Absolute Power trade dress on Green Arrow issue number 12. Joshua Williamson's been doing great writing this story, and this issue specifically is supposed to be the big family reunion. Since this run started, Oliver's been bouncing all around time, space, and cities and on missions trying to avoid his family at times to keep him safe and trying to get reunited with him. We're supposed to be getting them all back together in this one with the conclusion with his battle with Merlin. But is it going to be short-lived? We know Amanda Waller has him under her thumb right now, and we all read the free comic book day edition for Absolute Power. Know that Ollie is right there with Amanda Waller, whether he wants to be or not. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I'm excited to see more books getting the countdown to Absolute Power as we're getting closer to the summer blockbuster event from DC Comics. Next up, pick of the week right here. Pick of the week, Marvel book. Happy to say it. Pick of the week, Chip Zdarsky's Avengers Twilight, issue number 6, the finale to this epic what-if style, Kingdom Come style story with the Avengers. Man, this has been amazing from start. I cannot wait to see how this plays out. All of the catalyst of everything of this post-apocalyptic alternate future world that the Avengers are living in all hails from H-Day, which we were led to believe was Heroes Day, where everything went south, people died, Tony, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But the big reveal in the last issue, H-Day, was actually when the Hulk lost control or was set loose on people. And now the Red Skull has set him loose on what remains of the Avengers and the Defenders that were leading the final fight against the Red Skull. They had him up against the ropes, and then he drops an H-bomb on him. I cannot wait to see what this universe's Hulk is going to be like, how savage he could possibly be. I expect this issue to be incredible and give us a proper send-off. I hope that we don't pick this, because it's so popular, because this stuck the landing so well. I hope they don't milk it. Give us these 6 issues, let it lie, let it be, and just let us have it. Just let it be awesome. But man, this has been so good. If you did not read this one, be on the lookout now that it's wrapping up. That means there should be a solicitation not long from now to be able to order you a trade paperback and get the whole thing collected in one. Next up, Flash is terrible right now, but this John Jang variant has got me excited to pick this issue up. The Speed Force is on the fritz, causing all kinds of time-space fractures and things coming through, and the entire Flash family is bouncing around trying to keep the world safe and fight these random different little fights and stuff. While he's still missing, that's what's going on. Well, we'll see what happens, but all I know is I'll be getting multiple copies of this. One will be part of my giveaway that I do every Tuesday during my live stream for the new DC Day preview stuff. So be sure to check that out. Don't miss out on that. Next up, we have the Penguin issue number 10 from Tom King. This has been exceptional. Bringing the Penguin back to Gotham, setting him back up as the crime kingpin means dethroning the terrible twin storyline that they did. And who better to do it than Tom King? In the midst of bringing the Penguin back to his status quo, we've also been getting fantastic stories looking into his past as well. This has been structured and executed flawlessly. So good. Never thought I would want a Penguin book. It's 12 issues. I'm like, I'll try it because it's Tom King, and that first one was just chef's kiss, and it's been like that the entire time. Can't wait to dive into this, see what unlucky fellows are going to have the misfortune of having to cross paths with Oswald in this issue, and seeing if Batman is going to be up for the task of stopping him before it gets too bad. Next up, here we go. Mike Allred and Mark Russell are back with Batman Dark Age, issue number 3 of 6. This is from the Age universe. We had Superman Space Age, which was 3 issues, 100 pages apiece. And now with Batman, they're doing 6 issue, 48 page apiece. Fantastic alternate take on these superheroes back from like their origin forward, all culminating with an inevitable crisis on Infinite Earths. We saw how it all ends with Superman Space Age. Now we're taking the same path from beginning to end from Batman's perspective. In that last issue, young Bruce Wayne lost everything, and he finds his out is to go to Vietnam. He trains under Ra's al Ghul, but he's back in Gotham as Batman, taking on the False Face Society, as well as the new crime lord in town, Falcone. So as you can see from the cover, getting a little bit of Superman in this one. We'll take another chapter in and see where this Dark Age adventure takes us. Are they going to be able to save Gotham, or is it going to be stuck in the Dark Ages forever? Next up, the finale to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers The Return. This is not your standard Power Ranger book by any stretch of the imagination. Amy Jo Johnson, the actress who played Kimberly Hart, the Pink Ranger in the original series, is writing this one. It's a 4-issue miniseries, kind of like an alternate play on the future. You take like the original first season of Power Rangers, and then you just kind of put this at the end of it and just go from there. So you have like Power Rangers are all in like their midlife crisis stage. Been a lot of death, a lot of loss, a lot of trauma they're dealing with, and now they're dealing with the return of one of their biggest villains, if not their biggest villain ever, in the form of that villain's daughter. So it's Rita's daughter, Selena, is trying to bring her mom back, and she has like a skewed version of the events of the past and everything. We get more insight on the death of a very important Ranger in that last issue, and we get the introduction of that Ranger's legacy and his daughter, which was just such an amazing moment. This is a very emotional roller coaster book. If you're a Power Ranger fan, if you've been a fan of this franchise as a kid or anything, this really hits on a lot of different levels. I highly recommend checking this one out if you haven't. And again, this is the last issue, so collected volumes are coming soon. Be on the lookout. It's time for a celebration. Mechagodzilla 50th anniversary special. Last week or the week before, something like that, we had the Godzilla 70th anniversary special. But for the past 50 years, Godzilla's been going toe-to-toe against his mechanical nemesis, Mechagodzilla, and I cannot wait to dive into this. Supposed to be getting some original content here with this celebratory issue. A couple of cool covers to choose from. These are always just a blast. As always, I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to read through it, give it to Finn, my son, and he puts it in his collection because he's got a massive Godzilla comic collection. He loves just adding to it and adding to it. The A cover here, in my opinion, is the best, as you got the little ship down there from Godzilla 1985, which was like a huge movie for me as a kid, being that was like the newest one that was out when I was little, and just it was wild. So I'm very excited for this. Next up and last on my list is Avatar Frontiers of Pandora Select's Journey. So I'm a big Avatar fan. Yeah, a skim wing up there. And these movie tie-in books are completely canon and service the lore so well. Top tier, like from writing to the illustrations, the art in it, and the coloring is like, man, whoever did the coloring this should have been up for an Eisner Award. But in this book, we've been following Select, who's the last of his tribe after the battle of the first film. So he's trying to find himself, and he's going on almost like a spiritual walkabout. And along his journey, he's encountering other tribes and learning important tools and trades about those tribes that he's able to instill in himself. And in each issue, it's a different tribe, different lesson. And in this one, he's apparently going to be wounded from a battle with some viper wolves. So you see there, right there on the reflection of his blade. And he's going to have to be getting nursed back to health and by this tribe that he comes across in this one. I'm excited for it. All these tribes that we're running into, it's the first real exposure to them. Yeah, first real exposure to them in the comics or in movies. I don't know if they've dove into them in the games or anything. As you can see, Frontiers of Pandora is tagged after the game, but I don't have that game. I don't have that game. Missing out, I'm sure. But that's my top 10 list for this coming week. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's on your top 10 list. Let me know what you're excited about. I appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Check out the merch store down below. Just added a lot of new stuff in there. Great way to support the channel. Get some cool stuff in the meantime. And don't forget to hit that join button. Become a channel member, as there's big stuff coming on the horizon for that as well. You don't want to miss out. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.